Who is up? Capricorns. What's up, Cappies? Shit. Sorry, my leg itch. Hey, Cappies. This is Toy from Infinite Work, and we are going to do your horoscope for the last week of September. Sorry that it's so late. Trying to work this out the best way I can. Okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll do the couples first, then we will do couples, singles, then money. Excuse the video if it shakes. I'm working on it. Okay. Capricorn couples for the last week of September. Capricorn couples for the last week of September. 3 more. Okay. Capricorn couples, what is the mutual energy? Okay, we had true love at the bottom of the deck. This is the romance of a lifetime. And the card that popped out is deception. Someone was wearing a false mask in this relationship. Okay, so someone may not be being completely honest about how they feel. And when the deception card comes out, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Like, somebody can be legit about to propose, and it's a surprise, and they're hiding it. So don't, get your drawers in a bunch just yet, Capricorn. So, okay, what's the Capricorn's energy? Thank you. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And release your ex at the bottom of the deck with finances and career. So, before I speak too soon, let's just see what is your partner's energy. What is Sagittarius partner's energy from now until the end of September? And remember that this is energy. First, it's a general message, so only take what resonates. And it is energy. It is fluid, so it may be vice versa. I try to just do the reading this way so I can be clear. Okay? They have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. So, Sagittarius, if I had to say, I would say that you're the one wearing the mask in this situation. So there may be some push and pull from you, I'm feeling like, Sagittarius. Capricorn, sorry, I just did Sagittarius reading. Or maybe you're dealing with Sagittarius, but I just did their reading. I think that's why. So, Cat, I feel like you are definitely holding back somehow in this situation. Maybe you're not being as open with your feelings. But why? Let's see. Your person here with chemistry, I feel like they're feeling you. Liking you, loving you, attracted to you. Intrigued by you, wanting to show you more things, wanting to show you maybe more about themselves, maybe the world, maybe have you meet their family. I don't know. Okay, why is deception here? Why is deception here? We have complacency. Recreation at the bottom of the deck. Why is very soon here for Sagittarius? Why is very soon here for Sagittarius? Okay, we have a flipper and something fall out, so we'll take both. Okay. We have prayer, solar plexus, and soulmate, root chakra. With discovery at the bottom of the deck. And why is chemistry here for the partner? Why is chemistry here for the partner? The Capricorn's partner. It's flipping in the air, but it didn't flip over, so okay. So we have miracle here with release. I was not expecting them. I was not I was not expecting the release card to come out. Sorry guys, it was a bug and one thing that I am not, hold on, I gotta find the bug, hold it. Okay, I'm sorry Capricorn, and I don't even still know where the bug went, but if it come again, I'll just pause it and really get it this time. Okay, so, alright. So Capricorn, you have very soon soulmate in prayer, complacency with deception, chemistry is release and miracle. So, okay Capricorn, I feel like maybe someone doesn't want to be in the situation anymore, or doesn't want to be in the situation how it is anymore. I'm feeling like it's you. I'm feeling like the situation, you may be feeling like the situation does not fulfill you and make you happy anymore. Yeah, you may be conflicted somehow about your relationship, whether or not this is something that's growing you, whether or not it's stagnant, feeling like it's not really progressing forward. And I feel like your partner may be sensing this from you and may be feeling a bit, the word I'm looking for is not rejected. I want to say ejected. Like you may be pushing them away. And so they may feel as though the chemistry is dying between the two of you. Okay? Yeah. What advice do we have? Sorry, I just really have my eye out for this bug. Because the table is black and the bug is dark. So it's like I don't want this motherfucker creeping up on me, Capricorn. That's just it. I want to get you some advice. What is advice for our Capricorn couples? And you may not be like outwardly saying this, but I feel like if you're not, your partner feels it, and if it's vice versa, then your partner may not be saying it, but you feel it. And I didn't ask anything, so I'm just going to show you what came out. Spiritual growth, dating queen, and freedom with young female at the bottom. Okay, advice for Capricorn couples. What's the advice for our Capricorns that are coupled, that is going through the situation that the reading describes? Some advice. Okay, we got more flippers. And again, we have freedom, gifts, passion, Ice King. And at the bottom of the deck, we have karma. So I just want to say, Capricorns, if this is concerning another person, like if you are wanting to leave one partner because you've met somebody new and they've sparked your interest and there's a lot of passion and stuff there, I just want to caution you to be very logical in your decision. Anything new is going to be like super exciting and passionate. Anything old is probably going to seem a little bit, you know, stale or stagnant or whatever. If that is the case, if this is because you've met someone else, just be very logical about how you're doing things, because the grass is not always green on the other side, and this is not concerning someone else. Just be very logical. on how you want to move. I want to say logical, but I also want to say be in touch with your emotions. But don't be emotional, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, look at the situation from your heart, yes, but don't be no fool. You know what I mean? Alright. And don't string anybody along. Like, legit, if you really feel like you don't know if you can be within a situation, you know what I mean? Express that. Don't have people, excuse me real quick, Capricorn. Don't have people vesting in you that you don't know whether or not you really want to be there. You know, have a conversation. Okay. So, for our Capricorn singles, Capricorn singles. Capricorn singles. Okay. For the last week of September 2019. Thank you. So we got chemistry at the bottom of the deck and love yourself first. All right, Capricorn. So, actually, Sagittarius had just got this card too for the singles. Love yourself first, I believe. For you, I'm getting a little bit of a different feel for it. I feel like you've met someone. Capricorn single. Let's see. I definitely feel like you've met someone. I feel like this person may be a bit gamey. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but I am. 3 more shuffles, so let's clarify it. Why is love yourself here? Love yourself first here. Yeah. Gossip here with despondence. So, I do feel like you've met someone, Capricorn, who is, I feel like saying non-committal. This is straight up intuitive because these cards are speaking to me in a whole different way. So I feel like this is someone who's very fly by night. But you're really digging this person. And I feel like you're almost giving this person the power to, like, set your mood. You feel me? So it's almost like, yeah, if everything is cool with this person, then your day is cool. But if they don't return your text message this day, or they don't do this or they don't do that, it puts you in some type of mood. And I'm feeling like this person is quite often unreliable in regards to your emotional fulfillment. And I don't feel like you're looking for them to do it in a codependent way. I feel like it's a very fair requirement, given the fact that it's like you guys are not in a relationship, but you guys do a lot of relationship shit. And I feel like you're, like, not really getting the reciprocity that you want. Why is gossip and love yourself first here for Capricorn singles for the last week of September? Why is love yourself? Did I call you Sagittarius? If I did, I'm sorry. I meant to say Capricorn. Why is gossip and love yourself first here? Judgment with the 7 of Cups. So, who you're dealing with here may have options. You guys may be dating. You may be taking the situation a little bit more serious than they are. Um, yeah, because it looks like they're keeping their options open. And it's like whenever you try to say or do something that kind of solidifies some type of exclusivity, it's like they're not with that. They're not with that. Okay. So what advice do we have? I can pretty much tell you what, but let's let the cards do it. Because you're no option. You're no option. I'm okay. 3 more shuffles. I don't want to say much. I just want to let the cards do the talking for some reason. And I like to talk. I like to say shit. But still, rather, I try not to say but still. Um, just try not to say try to. I'm gonna let the cards talk. Okay, so for Capricorn singles, damn. Okay, so obstacles popped out, but I didn't finish asking the question with travel on the bottom of the deck. So it may be difficult for you to move on from this clearly, but it may be necessary. Let's see. Sagittarius, Jesus, Capricorn singles for the last week of September. What's your advice for this situation? Okay, we have mature man, dating, destiny, spiritual growth, and ice queen. Okay, so you know how we'll have situations and you'll hear tarot dudes, um, kind of define a person. I've said fuckboy a couple of times, I think in the last reading even. This situation, I feel like it's growing you, Capricorn, right? So because you're an earth sign, you may be into a little bit more of stability when it comes to relationships, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is this part though where there's this dating aspect, this getting to know each other aspect, this kind of like weeding out, and other people might be involved during that time because it's not an exclusive situation. If this is something that's going on for like 6 months or more, then that's a little bit different. It may be time for you to ice queen them and cut that situation out. But anything new, this may be really testing your patience. It may be testing your confidence level. It may be testing your maturity. Um, this relationship with spiritual growth and destiny card here was, you were definitely this is definitely a soul union, right? This is definitely something that is divine. Reason being for a lesson, right? So because you have chemistry with someone, does that necessarily means that you and them are going to end up married and happily ever after? Are you allowing yourself to enjoy the moment fully of dating, of being courted, of getting to know a person? Or are you automatically jumping to what is going to be the end result of this? So to be in the moment does require a certain sense of maturity, security, and self-confidence, because you need to not be so anxious in knowing every little detail and just really being secure in the fact that whatever happens is happening for your highest good, and everything's going to turn out fine. Okay, so at the same time that I feel like there's a need here for you to definitely be honest and definitive about your boundaries, how much you can take, how much you're able to give without a certain amount of reciprocation in regards to your ideals. There is that, but then there's also kind of like this ability, or this needing to have this ability to kind of go with the flow without sacrificing your dignity, without sacrificing your standards, of course, but kind of going with the flow and being in the moment as well. For this particular person, I'm not really feeling like any type of malicious energy coming from them. They just feel really sure of themselves, really laid back. Like, this is the type of person that, like, you really have to know you and be secure in you to deal with this type of person. Because it's not much of this with them. Not much of the talky and expressing feelings, and it's not really much of all of that. Okay, so this is definitely going to test your confidence level and your security level. And so when you deal with this person, pay attention to how they affect you, to how they trigger you, Capricorn. That's going to give you some insight into what maybe more you need to work on, or things that you maybe need to take a look at. I don't know. Money. For the Capricorn Earth signs. So I know y'all have an appreciation for this part of the reading. Money. Money from my Capricorn. Okay, 3 more. Oh, I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling, Capricorn, about your money, baby. Let's see what it says. Last week of September. Money. Honey. Then ask. Last week of September, Capricorn's career and finances. What's going on with the career and finances? Capricorn for the last week of September. 3, 2, 1. So we have Ride the Wave, the number 14, or the number 5. And we have Compass, which is also the number 5. So big changes in regards to finances and career with 2 number 5s here. And it may definitely be some things that you may feel like are out of your control, Capricorn, which I know is super scary for a Capricorn, for anything to be out of their control, especially in regards to finances and career, being an earth sign. But there's a need here for you to really just go with the flow, Capricorn, on this one. There's some big changes being made in regards to your finances and career. Changes that you are not making. It looks very much divine. Very much Wheel of Fortune-y with this Compass card here. You may have someone that is a support to you. I'm feeling like someone who may be younger than you, and less experienced than you, but someone who is definitely kind of giving you like this encouragement, I feel like. Okay, why is Compass here? Career and investment, career and finances, Capricorn for the rest of September. Why is compass here? Yep, compass with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords sometimes definitely gives me source vibes as well over here with this compass card. So I feel like this is definitely, look, and the Five of Wands is here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death. So whatever this is, I feel like it's going to come in fast. It's going to be uncomfortable for you again because you're not in control of the situation. And it affects you greatly. It's your money. The Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, by the way. So, yeah, the Hierophant, which is another number 5. This is big changes in the Ace of Swords. Excuse me, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Again, this is huge changes. And of course, with anything with changes, it's difficult. And you don't fight it, Capricorn. Really go ahead and go with the flow. You have a heads up. You know what's going on if you're looking at this reading. So when it happens and everybody else around you is like kind of being really scared and chaotic, or things are looking kind of crazy, just try to take some type of peace in knowing that this is happening for your greater good. Like, this is really leading you to wish fulfillment. This might be something that you were afraid to walk away from, afraid to stop investing in, lack the discipline to do. Whatever it is, it's like really the universe, source, God, whatever you call it, is really taking reign at this point. It's almost like, you know, if you said a prayer recently, like kind of threw your hands up, like Jesus take the wheel. If you like just been like, you know what, I surrender my free will completely. I don't even know what the fuck to do anymore. So somebody go ahead and take it over, or your prayers have been answered. Okay, because there's a pattern of events going on right now in other realms that is going to manifest into this one. That's going to take you where you're going. It's going to require change. It's going to require your patience. It's going to require your faith 130%. Okay, so what's the overall advice that we have for our Capricorns for the last week of September? Overall energy for Capricorns last week of September. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have gossip. We have karma. And we have the dating queen. Okay, so definitely what I feel from this with gossip, karma, and dating queen. Listen, Capricorn, they may be talking about you, right? You may be talking. Watch your mouth. Watch how you talk about yourself. Watch how you talk about your situation. Don't use words like never, but, trying, can't, won't. It won't happen for me. It doesn't happen for me. Don't get down on yourself. Always speak up. Don't speak down, okay? But what I feel like is this real transformative type of period. We're going to go from a place where people are gossiping about you, saying horrible shit, you know, really judging you, really getting down on you, to walking through that door of karma, and now everybody all up on you, basically, you know. Everybody wanting a piece, everybody wanting to know what's up, you know. This is the transformation, you know, but you have to let this play out. Like I said, things are playing out in other dimensions that you can't see. You really need to just ride this wave. Don't worry about what nobody is saying. I'm hearing about your parenting, about your relationship, about your financial situation. Don't worry about it. They about to be on your dick. Look, look. Gifts and flowers, and look at you, just soaking it up. Right? With this red here so deep, I feel like you need to ground yourself. Right? Because I feel like whatever's going to happen is really going to be a big, like, upheaval. And things around you are going to be falling apart. I feel like people around you are going to be falling apart. So it's really important that you ground yourself. Okay, Capricorn? Thank you so much for watching the reading. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know whether or not this reading resonated with you. And I will see you next month. Well, next week. Or maybe tonight. We'll see. Okay. See you later, Cap.